Jeffree Star, you need to learn that when you forgive someone, it has really nothing to do with them and nothing to do with what they did and nothing to do about letting everybody know what they did to you that hurt you. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with freeing your own self so that you can live in the present, so that you don't have any part of your mind space, any part of your heart space occupied by negativity, occupied towards another human being with thoughts of you're a sociopath or you're this and you're that. Let it all go, and he will. Jeffree Star, I mean, some people don't, some people, they don't grow. And I know people like that, I've known people like that, in their 80s and in their 90s, and they're still doing the same thing that they were doing when they were 16. They're thinking the same, is what I'm, and they're drinking, 2 6-packs a day, 3 6-packs a day. They're drinking a 5th of Bacardi a day. They've been doing it since they were 16. They're now 80 years old. And they live a long time sometimes too. They do. It's really interesting. They have a really traumatic life. They're constantly falling on their heads and cracking their head open. And here they are 80 years old. So how did I get off on that? I'm just trying to say that what this shows us from Jeffree Star is it shows us that he has a lot of resentment, pain, anger, a lot of negativity, because I'm sure it's not just towards, out of all the people in the whole world, right? It's not going to be just towards Manny Mua. I'm sure that Kat Von D, I'm sure, is on that list. He has other people on that list. This is a great learning lesson for all of us. If you have any resentment in your heart or in your mind taking up space, just think about forgiveness. When you hold on to a grudge, right? I'm going to share something with you that's really funny. But when you hold on to a grudge, you're only harming yourself. Now, one of the things in my culture that still goes around it just happened. It still goes around. It's really interesting. Let me just talk about my dad. My dad, he, when he knew, he was going to, die, he was going to expire, he let us all know, my mom, my sister, and I, he told us, I don't want fulano, and papao, and chilone, and tutu, and tata to come to my funeral. I do not want these people at my funeral. Do you know why? They didn't care to call or come see me when I was alive. I don't want them to see me when I'm dead. Now that's just really, to me, it's just an illogical way to think, right? Because you're dead, you may or may not know that they're there. I would say that you would know that they're there, but because of the fact that you're dead and you're in a spiritual form, you are not going to have the same attitude, feelings as you do when you're in this body. This is accomplished by not letting the people know in the first place that you have died. So what happens is then 6 months later, a year later, 3 years later, 5 years later, these people find out that you're dead. And they're like, wow, nobody ever told me they died. So, it's the same thing, bringing it back to Manny Mua's video. The documentary that he's making is fantastic. I loved the format. Who's Anthony, by the way? The guy that was filming it. Did I miss something in the beginning? I don't know. I think I maybe missed something. I don't know who Anthony is, but it's done very well. If we're going to be upfront and honest, it's done very well. And I look forward to part 2. And I look forward to Manny continuing to do his thing. Do his makeup. Just keep going. Keep it moving. That's it. Keep it moving. Forward. That should be my slogan. Keep it moving forward. Okay? So, yeah, that's what I have to say. If I would have recorded this yesterday, I actually would have been teared up because I know I got really solemn and sad about everything that happened to Manny, and how he got into those drugs and for 2 weeks, and he just needed help. And can you imagine, no one from YouTube, none of his friends, none of those people were there? They can't be, because he couldn't reach out because everybody's attacking him on that platform, right? But he had his parents there. He had the people that really cared about him there. And sometimes you got to just let it go and leave things alone. I don't think his parents were being dishonest. His mother, when I was looking at his mom, I was like, oh, Manny did that makeup. I don't think she did those lashes and put that makeup on herself. But his mother was just, wow, so loving. She loves him so much. This is really beautiful to see. And the father is the most genuine on camera. I can really feel the father. What a great man he is. He's a wonderful man, Manny Mua's father. I wish that family well. I wish Manny well. I wish you well. I wish Jeffree. That makeup, that skincare line is still around, Jeffree. Anyways, I wish Jeffree Star well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like my wig, because you're going to be seeing it quite a bit. This is Moonlight Mason, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it.